Why hello, Marcus Lim here, and as you can see, right, wearing a Batman t-shirt. So excited for the movie, the new Batman movie directed by Matt Reeves and starring Robert Pattinson as the Dark Knight, right, the new Dark Knight. As a lifelong comic book fan, especially of the Batman, what I thought I'd do in this video is to just go over some of the comic book stories that have inspired Matt Reeves' latest take on the Dark Knight. So as you can see, here is a tweet, okay, Matt Reeves' Batverse, and he talks about a box set released by DC Comics with these three stories: Batman Year One, Batman The Long Halloween, and Batman Ego. Alright, so these are the three stories that Matt Reeves himself has said were the stories that have inspired the movie. Alright. Yeah, so when I click on this, it says, yeah, so these three stories, the classic stories that inspired the Batman feature film. And these are the softcover editions, okay? I actually have all these ones, not the exact ones in this box set, but yeah, the ones I have are like the hardcover ones, and also the original edition of one of the stories. So here is Batman Year One. Okay, this is one of the books, Batman Year One. Okay, as you can see. All right. So this one is the title. Is self-explanatory. It's about Batman's first year of crime fighting. Right, he's still kind of not seasoned. He's a bit inexperienced, still learning how to be, the hero that Gotham needs. Okay, and yeah, so this is definitely what Matt Reeves is going for, right? In his Batman movie, trying to portray a Batman who's still learning. Okay, right, a young Batman. Yeah, so this is definitely one they took a lot of inspiration from. The tone is, very detective noir. Violence is street level, right? Very grounded, very grim, and gritty. Okay, so yeah, definitely Matt Reeves took a lot of that, especially the tone of the movie from this story, right? And it's funny because if I show you, yeah, I came across this more than a year ago now. This article about how Matt Reeves talks about comic books, all the inspirations, including 80s comic books, right? And Year One is an 80s comic book, and at the end of it, he says in Batman Year One, there's one frame or panel in which Reeves noted that he's dressed in what I thought looked like an image out of Taxi Driver, right? And Frank Miller, which it was the writer of the comic, and he actually said in his notes, right, exactly the same as what Matt Reeves was thinking, to basically look like he's won a Taxi Driver look-alike competition. So Matt Reeves and Frank Miller were on the same page, which is good thing. So yeah, what he's saying is, if I show you like one of these pages, if I can find it, it's a panel from here it is. Okay, this one here, which it says from Taxi Driver. So if I show it on the screen here, right, yeah, this is the one. I guess maybe this one here, where it says it's just like, looks like a panel straight out of Taxi Driver. And Frank Miller, in his notes, he actually says, right, make him look like he's trying out for the Travis Bickle look-alike contest. Travis Bickle being the character from Taxi Driver. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so the next book, right, is The Long Halloween. Right, Long Halloween. Right, there you go, Long Halloween. Which is actually set in Year 2. So following on from year 1, right, the year 2 of Batman's crime fighting career. And so that's an interesting thing too, because it continues the story of year 1, and the story is actually about a killer, right, which sort of puts Batman's detective skills to the test. And that's actually another aspect of in the movie, right, that Matt Reeves is trying to really portray, which is Batman's detective skills. Batman obviously being the world's greatest detective, and so that aspect of him has never quite been explored before, right? And so that's what he's trying to do here. Interestingly, there was even a rumor early on that The Long Halloween was gonna be the basis for the movie, the plot, right? So this article here on Screen Rant, Matt Reeves' film actually delayed the Batman Long Halloween animated adaptation because at the time they thought Matt Reeves was gonna just adapt The Long Halloween for his movie, which didn't quite happen. But as you see here, he says, well, he wants to adapt Long Halloween for his screenplay. That's what they thought. Didn't happen, but obviously I'm sure that that elements of the Long Halloween will still be in the Batman movie, especially the whole detective aspect of it, detective skills, trying to find out who's the killer, and obviously the killer itself, because in the Batman movie there's also this mysterious killer, right, the Zodiac killer. So that's the other inspiration from Batman The Long Halloween. And the third one is a book called Batman Ego. Okay, Batman Ego. You can see it here. I'm gonna take it out of the polybag. Alright, yeah, Batman Ego. Okay, and so this one is the one that it's about, well, Matt Reeves has said, right, this is the one where he wants to explore like Bruce Wayne's psyche in the Batman movie. So that's the Ego, Batman Ego, right, provided a lot of the deep dive into the mindset of Batman. Okay, so let me play something here. This is what he said in DC Fandom 2020. You go, right, that psychological aspects of the whole duality nature of Bruce Wayne, Batman, right, or really explored in depth in again Batman Ego. Okay, yeah, so these are the three main comics, right, that have inspired Matt Reeves' take on the new Batman movie. Okay, which are three very good choices, right? So I've actually done a complete overview on each of these books. So if you want, you can check them out below, right? I've put the links to each of these books, which are on my channel. Okay, so go check them out, and be sure to come back for my review of the Batman movie once I've seen it in a couple of days time. Alright, so see ya later.